morning and welcome to yet another video. Okay, it is Tuesday the 12th of July. Orange Day, I think, in Ireland, isn't it, today? So anyway, we're going to get this one to Murfield, Doncaster, and then hopefully Doncaster to Gilberdite, then Howden or Wressle, because that's where I'm able to be trying to get to. Okay, so I've got the bike with us today as well. Got the bike. So we'll have a cycle right somewhere and see where we end up. Okay, so let's get the next train when it comes in. Right, our train is approaching. Wigan service. This is where we cycled on here to Morley because there have been quite a few cancellations at Cottingley. So this is where we're getting this train now. 158757, so it's a soft seat 158. In the front with the bike. So just leaving Morley, having cycled here because of the cancellations at Cottingley. So let's get to Murfield. Coming up to Murfield now, just about to cross the River Calder. Can't see it that well from this side, but anyway. Side. Right, just got off this train here at Murfield, so we'll watch this one go and then head over to the opposite side. Someone there that I didn't want to film for obvious reasons. He's only got a yellow light there, it's not going right through. He hasn't lodged up to Brighouse yet. Right, let's get over for the Grand Central service now at the platform 1. Right at Murfield now. You can see the sign just there, Murfield. And we'll wait for the Grand Central service to Doncaster. Okay, so let's wait for that and see as it comes in. About 8 minutes or so. Yellow, it should start to flash very soon. Because there's nothing on the up almost all the way back to Cottingley now, so it should flash. Yep, there you are. It's flashing now, so the Wakefield route is set. Right, here it is. Grand Central. So we'll get this to Doncaster. And then hopefully if we can make that connection. Oh, 24 car. It's weird. I thought they're normally 5. Right, just leaving Murfield.
Doncaster and London King's Cross. Safety information is located in the saloon. Please familiarise yourself with the information.
Crossing over shortly to the bi-directional, and we are doing that right now. So we're actually on the track that we were on in the opposite direction just a few minutes ago. Literally exactly the same track. It's a shame Northerns don't still have a service more regular to Wakefield from Huddersfield. But that's yet to be reinstated. And because of train crew shortages, it's just not going to happen anytime soon, I don't think. So the only service you've got between Murfield and Wakefield Kirkgate now is this service. That's Ravensthorpe. So we're on the main line. Well, technically the main line as it was. Might just see where we walked a few days ago, so I got a train to Ravensthorpe and walked back to Dewsbury. I didn't vlog that actually, so just took a few photographs. Yeah, we're down there, I think it was. On the other side of the East Drive, that's it, that's it. We'll walk down there and over the canal just there, and then underneath the old L&Y line, Spen Valley Lane. Which there's still a little bit of track there, amazing. Just going underneath the Great Northern main line from Westgate to the south. And should be crossing onto platform 3. We are doing. It's the only platform Grand Central can use here. If they didn't use 3, then they'd be heading the wrong way really, unless they went some other diversion, which I don't suppose would be impossible. But you'd have to miss Pontefract Monkhill. I should reversed at Castleford. Can't see a Grand Central sign in that route. Just technically go straight through Kirk, get through 1 or 2 and then Normanton, Castleford, Milford Junction, Gascoigne, Wood, Ambleton. You could do that I suppose, but again I can't see anyone from Grand Central signing that route. Wish to get rid of all these trees and weeds and bollocks. It's just disgraceful, really is. Lots of passengers here. A lot of passengers.
However, after services visit, it will be click and collect only. So to make a purchase, scan the QR code on the back of the seat in front of you using your smartphone or
So
tablet.
coming up to Calder Bridge Junction now, having just left Wakefield Kirgate. This is the direct spur route from Turner's Lane and Normanton.
Ready to collect at the buffet in coach C. If you have any questions or you need any help ordering, please stop me as I walk.
And that's the River Calder, which we've now crossed for the 9th time. Well, the train has, we haven't. So that's the last time we crossed the Calder.
Anything suspicious or unusual, report this to a member of staff.
Yeah, not far. Okay, just coming into Pontefract Monkhill now. That's the line from Castleford. There's still a rusty track round there, which hasn't been used for some time. So we're off at the next one after this, Doncaster. They ought to actually refettle that line so you can actually use it from Castleford and have a train in the other side at the same time as here. Be great with that. Pontefract Monkhill. Right, just east of Pontefract Monkhill now, that is the connection down to Ferry Bridge, which we've done occasionally on rail tours. You always get a diversion from Baghill down there if needs be, if it just diverts to Monkhill. So we'll cross the S&K shortly, which is that there, and then there's another curve which is a more older curve. That other one was in dates from about the mid-60s, doesn't it, that single track, so that trains didn't have to reverse in Nottingley. This is the old A1, and we've got the feather position 5 to go to the Ascon line. So you'll see the Ferrybridge Nottingley line come in, that's that there. Double track, as I said, that's the very old section of line is that. So 150 years old. And now we're turning out onto the Ascon line proper from the former L&Y to Goole. If you just get position 4, you're on that track there and just going straight into Nottingley Wrong Road. And there's a 150 unit there, I think it's a 150 on the lead service in platform 2. Well, what should be one really, but for some reason they changed them round. Stuff knows why. Oh, I tell a lie, it's another one. Is it a 1.5? I can't see. I think it's a one. There's 155. I've seen 155s in West Yorkshire for a while. So curving away now from the XL and Y. You can see Cottingley Depot, the rail-head treatment trade. A little shunter there. That's a rail tow stop. There's a very sharp curve comes in now here, the third side of the triangle, which is from the Gould line. Just diverging at the new Haywood junction, which is the main line now, straight ahead and over the East Coast main line and onto Stainforth and Hatfield. Oh, I should say Hatfield and Stainforth. I can never get it the right way around. Don't know why they ever changed it. So we're heading for Doncaster. That is, although it's a very good line, it's freight only. There's only freight trains use it. I'm yet to see. There's one on it now, look. Heading north, waiting for us to get out of the way. It's Hemingbrough to Drax Power Station, is that one? We've got a pathing stop here now at Shaftholme Junction. Right, we're not far off the East Coast main line now. Shaftholme Junction with a very annoying single lead. I think it's been slightly speed increased. That's the flyover line from Added to Stainforth. Seriously, wrong road a short distance down here. Longer than usual, but anyway, cross over very soon. There we are. Now, as soon as we got here, with the other trains being a little bit late, we could have gone in straight into Doncaster and sat there instead of at Shaftholme Junction. Anyway, let's get on to Doncaster now. 12:05's impossible now, this is late. Right, coming into Doncaster. In fact, you'll see the train I was hoping to get on platform 0. No, I don't think we will because I think it's gone. 12:05. Yeah, it's not there, so yeah. Anyway, we'll get the next one. I'll have to change it to Brough now. This is Doncaster. Don't forget to get the bike. So put it in the hold at the front. .37 down there chugging away with some freight wagons. Thought it could be a class 40, but obviously dream on, can't we? It sounded a little bit like one from a distance. Another freight coming through as well now with a 66 on it. It's hard to believe that the 37s now are at, what, coming up to 60 years old, are they? Are they even older? I'm sure I've had class 37s for absolutely ages before I was born. Is that going through a road or what? Looks like it might be doing. Yep, it is. It's crossing over to the centre road from, it's probably come from Sheffield area, or else round the good freight line on the other side. Our Grand Central one is leaving on the left. I'll pan round to that in a sec. That's the train we just got off from Field. A little bit late, we missed the connection to Gilbert Dyke. by Brough now, I'm not waiting another hour. So there's a Lumo service here on the centre road, stopped. And that freight's heading for Stainforth. You can see with the feather there in the distance. It's the most stupid service on the planet, is that Lumo. It doesn't actually stop anywhere between Newcastle and King's, or sometimes Stevenage, but Newcastle to King's Cross non-stop. It's just ridiculous. No one in Northern England, or any apart from Tyneside, can really make any use of it. It ought to stop either here or at York. I think it should. It'll be going to Leeds, I would think, with that LNER one on the left. There's a 170 coming in onto platform 3. 3A, is it? Or is it 3B? 3B, because that's 3A down there. This bottom end is 3A. Right, it's moving away, the Lumo service. Quite a few passengers on it. Yeah, next stop King's Cross. I've yet to do one, and what part of the route we'll ride is anyone's guess. There's another Lumo service, a down Lumo now. This should go pretty fast. And I think it is doing. This is more like it. Right, our next train is approaching. So just go 2 stops with this one. Seems we missed the last one. Scarborough via Hull. No, it doesn't say Scarborough, it just says Scarborough. So 174.56. We'll get on this one. Here we are, approaching Hatfield and Stainforth, and that is the line from Addick, which is more heavily used at this end. See Hatfield and Stainforth station shortly. That's that there, and a very involved footbridge. Totally unnecessary, really, but it is. And this is where there's some problems now with the land. A few years ago, before COVID, screwed everything up. There's some landslip now here because it just kept chucking. It was a mini Aberfan, really. It didn't cause any loss of life. It certainly knackered the railway for a few months. It did. I think it was somewhere here. Yeah, this is about the right place here now. It was all there, somehow just pushed all the railway away up to the right. We're going to go left here now, onto the Thorn North and Goole line. We've only got one intermediate stop at Goole and in Brough. And if we do get to Brough in decent time, there's a slim chance I could get the train I intended getting at Gilberdike. Sort of 1 minute connection here, that's all it'll be. Cross over to the slow line and then take the turn out very shortly, because Hull is not the main line, Cleethorpes and Scunthorpe are the main line. We've got a position 2 feather. Needs to be a faster junction, does this? It really does. And you can't even do it simultaneously with the train in the opposite direction when you've been in an awkward single lead. So that's crossing over to the slow line, the down slow, and now on the down Hull, I think, or down Goole, whichever you call it. this very annoying bit of single track. The main line is over there. That's the line to Grimsby, Cleethorpe, Scunthorpe. Coming up to Goole now, and the line just here, this single track, which has got a fairly good shine in it actually, is the line from Cottingley and Hensel Snaith. That line. So we're not far off Goole, we're stopping here and then straight to Brough.
Approaching Goole.
There's a level crossing just before we get to the station at Goole. Somewhere, here's a signal box. It's still in use, and then this is a level crossing. Not that long since we were here, I don't think. We're bang on time. Well, we're arriving at our departure time, so that was a minute late. So we're just coming up to Goole Swing Bridge now, and you'll see where we were not so long ago. Just down there. So it looks like the tide is low at the moment, doesn't it? That's the high, that's the bit that swings. Coming up to Gilberdike now, and that is the line from Selby, which is where we're going to head back down, hopefully. Whether we'll do it very quickly or slower, a lot later, I don't know. Gilberdike Junction signal box, which I don't think is in use anymore now. And there's the station. So he's got to get his toe down now to get to Brough in decent time. And the train the other way is on time, so it's not looking. If we could have changed here, we'd have been laughing, but this isn't stopping here, which is annoying as annoying. I don't believe it. I actually managed to do this. Incredible. Missed a 5-minute connection at Doncaster. We managed to do a 1-minute connection here. The train's still on the opposite side. Just got off it. So let's get to Wressle. Wressle, Selby, Sherman and Elmans, Church Fenton, and York. So yeah, just leaving Gilberdike.
The next stop is Howden.
So main line off that signal. You can see an old platform there, because don't forget it was 4-track here at one time, and they built those platforms out to the main lines and through roads, sadly. That's where we came from, Doncaster. So we've just gone over the Diamond Crossing again there. Oh, it's a single slip actually as well, actually. So you can go from the other platform, reverse and come down here. Coming up to Eastrington, and this is hopefully where we're going to come back from after being at Wressle. Yeah, that's Eastrington. We've done it before a few times, but not relatively recent, I don't think. It's a while ago. So Howden's next, then we stop at Wressle and we'll jump off. Coming up to Howden, staggered platforms here of course. There's the eastbound platform on that side. We're going up across the level crossing. Signal box is there but not in use anymore. There's the old Barnes Wallace pub that's not even a pub anymore either. Oh, we've got a customer. There's a few bikes here, look at this. My words, about 10 bikes there. Right, one more stop and then we're off. Yep, with a W. So just leaving Howden. The windmill is on the opposite side here, so you won't see that, it's a few hundred yards away. This is Wressle. This is about the first time I've ever got off here, I think. Or was it the second? First time this side. I think we did get off at the other side once. We had a walk to Howden. Come on. Right, is it a 1-0 job? Certainly is. Nobody on, nobody off except me. So we'll have a wander and a cycle and hopefully get back on at Eastrington on another race station. Right. 1-0 job as expected. And the weather seems to have, well, it stopped raining anyway. So 158902, so it's a former Metro 158, this one. Off it goes to York. Yeah, there's another one coming at the other side. The barrier should stay down for that. Way too close. Next one stops here, it will, no idea when. Right, that's Wressle station there, so that's to where the castle is down that way, and then we're going to go this way now. It is a shame, I really need something to hold my camera on while cycling. I haven't managed to get out yet. Can't find anything on Amazon, I can't find anything in any cycle shops. So we're a bit stuffed at the moment. This will take us straight down to the A63 now, this road will. I'll turn right and head for Hemingbrough. Now I just come through the village of Hemingbrough. Not sure, I thought it was Hemingbrough, it's spelled Hemingbrough actually, but anyway. And now we're going to go down this way. So it is actually a road now, not a path. That was just a path there, but we were able to cycle on it fairly easily. A very lightly used road now, I think. We might only get back to Howden, but again, we'll just have to see. Because we're probably going through Howden town centre. Of the river here, and it's tempting for a bit of a swim. It's so muddy. It is. It was actually fairly warm, was the water, so I did just get to touch it. Anyway, we head off down that way now, on towards Howden town centre. The cows looked like they were following us then, but anyway. There were some sheep here last time I came here, and that was a bit of a lake there. There's a few inches of water in that. It's totally dried up now. It is. So I just had to walk with the bike at the minute. I can really ride it on here that easily. If I switch hands. Right, we're filming with the left hand, holding the bike with the right. That's a bit easier. Certainly need to get so much so I can fix this to my bike. Yeah, I don't have that style over there. Sometimes you just can't help getting behind a tractor, can you? It's not a road, it's a cycle, well, footpath and cycle track. It's trimming the vegetation on this side here. It is. We've got some distance still to go on here. We should be able to get past it at some point. The river's still relatively low tide, I think. It still seems to be flowing the way we're going. Not flowing back up yet. Right, heading down this way now. Just look at that there. All that being dumped in the river. There's some cows up ahead here. I think I might just nip down to the left. We'll see. Stay where you are, you're alright. Let's just go down here. Oh dear. I've gone away from the river briefly because I've got to get to a bridge now because there's another river joins up ahead here, and then we can go onto some better roads. We can into the village of Bambi. Now, could this be it? The bridge. Yes, I think it is. No swimming. Never mind, I wasn't planning to, not here. So I'll go across that now there. And then we can head to the village of Bambi. Oh, sanity. To open or not. Yes, there's a little gate to open. Can we open it or not? That gate was a push out there, so it's pulled towards us. I couldn't do it just like that. So, across we go. Like a different height here of waters, so some like logs. Aye. Easy off at this side. Right, it must be down here now. Waiting for that, but why wait till you get engine running? It's all fuel down the toilet, isn't it? And money. I'll just stop on this corner, see if we're going the right way. I think we are, but I better just check. Just had a brief stop in the village of Wressle. There's a Black Swan pub. I thought it was shut actually, but I think it's open. Judging by those deflated parasols, I thought it was shut. The door was. Anyway, just been sat there on that bench having a 10-minute break. So let's continue now down here to Howden. Might have a cup of tea when we get to Howden. Don't like riding the bike one-handed. There's not much choice I can do at the minute. There's a car wanting to get past. I saw something earlier that looked like a level crossing gate on this road just before I got to the village, and I was wondering actually if there's an old railway that went near here. Anyway, let's get on to Howden. Right, this is Howden. The town of Howden. It's over a mile from the station, as most of you will know. So I'll have a little bit of a mooch around here first, and then we'll head on to Eastrington for the train back. See if you can find somewhere to get a cup of tea. Ah, there's the Minster. Hey, do you know, I think I ought to fly the drone here, don't you? That'd be a good idea. Get some cracking shots of the Minster. I think we'll do that. So we got some good shots with the drone there. Let's head out to Eastrington. We'll stay on the north side of the M62. Oh well. I think you're going to the right down there. Just check. Right, it is down this way, and we better hang around now because we've got a good half hour to get to Eastrington. So it's this road and not towards the railway station, otherwise I'm going to Howden station. I want to go to Eastrington just to do rare station to rare station. We've done Howden a few times. So, main road round to the right. That will take us to Howden station. We'll go down to Eastrington this way. So we've got a good half hour, about 35 minutes to get there. Should do it fairly easily, because I don't think we'll be flying the drone at Eastrington. Right, just passed through the village of Eastrington and we're now approaching the station. So I've got about 20 minutes, I think, before the train gets here. I think there is one more after this, very late in the evening. But it needs a better service, does this station? It so does, and so does Wressle. Even if they only call by request, it'd be better than nothing. Or better than the current service, it would. Well, the lights haven't started to flash, so that's looking towards Hull, and that's looking towards Leeds John Selby. So, right, we have made it to Eastrington, and we're on the correct platform for our train, which I think is on the way up now. There's a Transpennine one going to go through shortly, which we'll spin round for, switch cameras. Right, there's a Transpennine service coming down here to Hull. It's just one unit on its own, but look at it, it's not a double formation. Do you know, I tend to think Transpennine ought to stop just the odd train here as well. There's Northern. If you did it just first stop Brough, then Gilberdyke and all stations Selby, perhaps South Milford, Leeds, Huddersfield and Stalybridge, Piccadilly, something like that. The barriers have actually gone up, so you might get the yellow light for our train. Here we are. Didn't expect that. It's only coming slow because it's stopping here, of course. Should be a 155. I think it is. I'm really surprised the barriers went up then. I thought they'd have had it as a double. So I've got to York with this one, then York to Leeds and back to Cottingley. 155344.
Howden.
Right, just leaving Eastrington. We've ticked it a few times before, but it's still nice to do it again. That gentleman got off. Right, Howden again. There's the Barnes Wallace that was. We don't stop at Wressle now, it's Selby, next one. we've switched sides and got a better seat now. Now coming up to Wressle, where we were earlier, where we started from. Now a lot quicker by train. This is Wressle. And there is the remains of the castle. And the River Derwent. I don't think of that one. Right, we're approaching Selby, which means crossing the swing bridge just before we enter the station. So you'll see the river again here. It's the same river that we crossed at Gould and that we walked alongside earlier. Quite low, but it's coming in. It's flowing the wrong way now. It's coming in, but it's not bad. This is Selby, minus its centre roads, of course. West of Selby now, and we're about to cross the East Coast Main Line on a flyover. Already starting to rise up. Crossover, Hambleton East Junction, and that goes down to Hambleton North Junction. It's got a bit better shine on it now because there's some trains going to Selby to York direct and vice versa. That's East Coast Main Line. There's a curve on the opposite side behind us from Hambleton South Junction to Hambleton West Junction. Drop down now and that joins in. Gascoigne Wood Junction. We're now on the curve round to Sherburn South Junction. So next stop Sherburn Elmet. We're going via York because the whole to Manchester Piccadilly service is cancelled. It wasn't showing cancelled on real-time trains, but it was on the display at Selby. Supposed to be 1704 off Hull and it hadn't left, so obviously there's something not right. Oh, look, there's an aircraft there. Not sure it can fly a drone here. Even though it's not really an airport, there's an aerodrome there. Sherburn South Junction now, that was, and we're not far off Sherburn and Elmet. That's a signal with the indication for the curve to Selby. Because don't forget, there's no S&K service except on a Sunday. It's a Moorthorpe York bus services that at the moment because of a severe lack of staff to work the trains. It's just utter disgrace. It is an utter disgrace, but what can we do? I know what they could do. They could give me an application form. So that's the new bridge. Well, I say new, it's been here some years now, probably 30 plus. But I do remember the level crossing being in full use and not just as it is now with a third width barrier. So Sherburn in Elmet. It's coming into Church Fenton. It's a very convenient change, sometimes it is. Although I must admit Pontefract Baghill services are a bus at the moment, so not much use in that respect. Anyway, we're stopping here now, but not on the way coming back, so it's on the centre road over there. Because it's the other Skills, Micklefield, Garforth, Leeds service we're on next. Right, just arriving into York. That's the avoiding line there to the left, which the Lumo service uses, I do believe. Whether we'll ever do it non-stop from London to Newcastle, I don't know. Should be platform 1. We've got a lovely 8-minute connection here now, which is the minimum for York. with the 1808 Northern service to Leeds. If we can do it, I think we should do. Ooh, some tractors, as in class 37s. Lovely little engines, aren't they, them? And the sound is just unique. Pair of them around the Harrogate line back in 1995. Right, we've just got off this one from Eastrington, and we want the Leeds service, which is on platform 11. Let's go over and get on it. Right, this is our next train now. 195 102.
13 Northern service to Leeds via Harrogate.
Leeds via Harrogate, I don't believe it. It's incredible. Yeah, all the Skelf, Micklefield, Garforth and Leeds. Interesting stopping pattern. I've gone past where the bike sites further down there. Right, just leaving York. We are facing backwards, unfortunately. But with the bike in the current position, there's not a lot to do about it. Anyway, the battery on the phone is very low now, so there's not a lot we're going to be able to do. So we're not far off all the Skelf now, and there's overhead wires here now. They probably won't be actually energised, but there are. Just switch over to this side. There's actually some on the main line as well. What I'd call the main line. This is the Normanton lines now, what we're on. And actually is wires strung from them, so they are really cracking on with this now, electrifying the direct line to Leeds. And this is Skelf. We didn't stop here on the way down, so we're stopping here, then we next stop Micklefield after this, we missed Church Fenton. Crossing over now to take the Leeds line through Church Fenton. Shortly. That's there. We're on the centre road because we're not stopping. It's interesting stopping at Skelf but not stopping here. It seems a little bit strange. That's the line to Sherburn Helmet, the south. Right, coming into Leeds. Right to town, as I sometimes say. We're crossing over to the down line shortly because we need to access platform 7, and this is the only way you can do it, to take this crossover and go in wrong road. Obviously we've got to get across to platform 13, but we've got enough time to do it even with the bike. I might fly the drone over Leeds Parish Church one day. We can do that. Battery is really low now, so we'll just get on the Transpennine service and get back to Cottingley. Hopefully we can do.
Customers are reminded to keep all personal belongings with them at all times. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to a member of staff or the British Transport Police. We hope you've enjoyed travelling with Northern today.
Oh,
as you leave the train, please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
So if you follow the track with your eye, you'll notice you can't get into platform 7 or 8 from there now. Even if you turn right at every possible point, you're going to get as far over as 9. Here we are. This is Leeds. Right, the Redcar Central Man Airport's there on 16 now, it's just popped in behind us. This is our next train now, just here. I'll go around this way. Newcastle train's coming in as well. There's a 91 set there on platform 8. So it said disrupted when I looked at this, but and I looked again, it seemed to be alright, so no idea what the score is. Oh, the sun's coming out now. Right, we're off. We've got E. I don't understand why we couldn't have got that bit earlier, because there was a link at Leeds coming in on F. We could have got E sooner and left on time, but some idiot in the signal box thought otherwise. I probably think there's not enough staff in signal boxes.
Express service to Huddersfield. I'd like to make all passengers aware that in the middle carriage, one of the two doors is not working. It is clearly labelled, so just please be aware if you are getting off at any of the stations except Huddersfield, that you do need to be aware that one of the doors in the middle carriage is not working. It is clearly labelled.
Will manage, will manage.
Please use the alternative door in that carriage. Our next stop is Cottingley.
Now we're just going over the crossover again. That was the rare one. That's now not so rare. Again. That's Leeds via Harrogate. It won't be the one we announced at York. That we heard it announced as Leeds via Harrogate at York. Right, we've just come a little lower down from the station. The next train that we just got off is about to pass by. And that is it for today. On the Shadow side, which was a bit awkward. But yeah, had quite a good cycle ride from Wressle to Eastrington. And came back nice and conveniently by York. So, cue music, see you next video. Bye for now.